wanted to do a quick live. Something kind of just happened. Instead of just internalizing it, I guess I'm just gonna talk about it just to get it out of my system. I'm hungry as fuck. I ain't gonna hold you. So I just got done drawing blood. Not drawing blood, donating plasma or whatever. Like I said in my past lives, it's a great fucking side hustle. Anyway, so shit, I don't even know where to begin because the shit kind of, it was weird but not weird, if that makes sense. So yeah, where do I start? So there was this other donor across from me, and he definitely was a youngin. He was definitely a youngin. I don't know. Anyway, he was a youngin, and I know he was having issues donating blood. Every so often I would look in his direction, but I wouldn't like directly look at him, if that makes sense. Well, anyway, fast forward, he couldn't donate. Dude started tweaking. There's like when you're donating blood, they give you like it's like a stress ball, but not really. They give you like a little stress ball, and you use it to help you pump blood. Anyway, dude couldn't pump blood. I looked up at him, and then when I stopped, he didn't throw it. I had noticed that after the fact. He didn't throw it at me, but he threw it towards me. Well, how about this? I think he just made it to the point where he knew it was gonna miss me, because we were, ain't no way in hell you missing like how close we were. Anyway, so I look up at him and I point. I'm like, so I'm assuming that was for me. Dude started tweaking, mumbling, saying off the wall shit like motherfuckers think I'm crazy, this, that, and the third. And I'm making direct contact with him. I'm calm, but I'm trying to understand. I'm like, what did I do to, like, I don't even, like, what did I do something? I kept asking myself, like, did I do something to him? I don't know. I put it to you like, and mind you, I'm still hooked up. I got the needle in my vein. So I'm like, why is he showing out as soon as they take the needle out of him? And he know, I don't know. As he was going off, my mind was going a million miles a minute, but I was trying to understand why his frustration was directed towards me. I was still calm about it, because I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not violent, but at the same time, I think I would have, push come to shove, I was a good 100 pounds over good buddy, you feel me? He said, what are you saying? I just got, it's just a story time, so don't mind me. So I think push come to shove, I would have been able to hold, ain't no youngin' gonna come across my head, I know that much. But it was weird. It was like, and everybody looking at him, and then they looking at me looking at him. It was just like, and everybody was asking questions like, what the fuck going, like, me and this person didn't talk. Like, the only thing that happened was just kept looking in that person's general direction. Now, the only time we made eye contact is when he tweaked the fuck out. But I thought that was weird. So I put my hand in my pocket, and he said something along the lines of, motherfucker reaching in his pocket like he gonna grab something. And I was looking at him. I pulled my pocket out like, bro, I don't know what you on, but like, it's not that deep. Again, it was an elderly lady. They were trying to, I guess, calm him down. He really didn't come towards me, because there was a point he could have put his hands on me, but he didn't. I don't know what. I know he was trying to get a reaction out of me, which I think was fear, but it didn't. Like I said, I'm more concerned with the needle still being in my vein, which I found out, push come to shove, if you got to take the needle out, you can take the needle out yourself. You just can't donate. But anyway, I'm a thinker. And the only reason, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. That was a really weird experience. But I know how to handle myself really, really well, push come to shove. And I know, yeah, he was not no martial artist. So I think I just would have been able to, like, I don't know. I ain't got hands. I'm not violent, but push come to shove, if I feel like my life isn't threatened, I'm gonna defend myself. And I do know how to defend myself when I feel like my life is at stake. But it was I don't know. I was like, out of everybody, and I think maybe it's because I made eye contact with him or I kept, but that's something I don't understand about young people. Because what if I was dangerous like that? Like, what if I did pull something out of my pocket and went, pow, young and dead? I don't believe in owning pistols. If anything, I would have sprayed, like, pepper spray your ass, like, mace the fuck out of you. I do believe in having some form of, like, something on you to defend yourself, but I wanted to talk about it, and I said I'd do a live that way, because I'm finna go on the game and then get ready for this stream. Well, I'm gonna stream for a couple hours and then go on and then go interview somebody. There's another boxer that I'm gonna interview, but I don't. That was something. What just happened reminded me of something the old head was talking about. Like, youngins nowadays are reckless. They act out. They want to be seen, but like I don't know what. And I think that's my problem. I'm trying to understand what I did to cause, but I didn't do anything but just look. And I think that's a problem just within my community. People like, what the fuck you looking at? Like, in my eyes, I can look at whatever I want to. I don't know, man. I feel with a mentality like that, regardless if you like whatever lifestyle you live, you don't get far like that. If anything, man. But hey, to each his own. Now that I got that off my chest, how y'all doing? Happy Friday, everybody. I'm really gonna start going into Blood Dunderson with pepper spray now. That's the last place you wanna. But then again, too, where I'm going is the ghetto, so you know, yeah, the ghetto. Yeah, I don't know. But also, too, like I said, I'm also like a very, very deep thinker. One of the things I thought about in that situation was I thought about a couple of my bosses, like, because again, after they removed him, which I kind of feel sorry for that youngin because he was giving blood for a reason. He was there, and it's a side hustle. So now because of that just happened, he's not allowed there for X amount of days, or probably not at all, because they caught all that shit on camera. Like, they got him out of the facility, all that other stuff, and from what, it was an elderly, and that's why I kind of appreciate my elders. It was an elderly lady that I guess calmed him down and exited him out of the building. But she came to me, she said, hey, I appreciate you for being so professional, because I was calm. And I think that's kind of bad. I don't know. Anyway, and we all crack jokes about it too as soon as Good Buddy left and said, hey, we'll get y'all something to talk about on Friday. But like I said, y'all, I'm a thinker. I'm like, okay, so now he just fucked up he probably needed that money. I don't know, because from what I was told, he wasn't able to produce blood. And apparently at some facilities, if you're not able to produce, like, they won't even pay you. Like, if it's a small amount, like, depending on how much you give now, if you give a certain amount, regardless of what you're projected to give, then yes, they pay you. But I don't know, man. And the reason why I thought about his boss, I was like, thought about my bosses. I'm like, what is it about me that says, take your frustration out on me? Like, y'all, like I said, I'm a deep thinker, and I really, really was thinking about that. Like, and again, I don't know this kid. He was definitely a youngin', maybe 18, 19, but he was definitely a youngin'. And me looking in his direction, I can understand if I mean mugged him, call him a bitch, looked at him and said, the fuck you looking at? But he was clearly angry about something that had nothing to do with me. Vice versa, like, people that I deal with and people in my bosses. You know, that's always been my problem with people. It's kind of like, is my energy that inviting to where it says, fuck with this dude? Fuck, I'm hoping I'm making sense with this question. Because 9 times out of 10, if I wish you harm, I'm not I'm not trying to hurt you. I don't. Y'all forgive me. This ain't the right way of thinking, but I came up believing if it ever came down to violence, somebody should be dead. I ain't gonna hold you. Any altercation I ever got into, I'm always going for the kill, man. I'm gonna pick up something. I'm gonna make sure that, and I'm not coming on here bragging and boasting or anything like that. I'm a really passive guy. I'm you know, I stay in my lane, but it's just like, I know me. And it's kind of like, what I'm scared of is if I ever have a bad day and I get in a physical altercation with anyone, like 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna take it to death. Regardless if I have mace, a pistol, and I don't even own pistols, but mace, I do have pepper spray, a mace, a pistol, a wooden, a sharp object, 9 times out of 10, it's kind of like, nah, we ain't gonna duke it out as men or as human beings, and like, no. And that's why I was looking at that youngin' too. I'm like, why are you mad? The fuck are you so angry about? Teachers on, I probably never see that youngin' again. I ain't gonna hold y'all, and this isn't me coming online talking shit. I was kind of hoping, I'm like, why do I want him to be outside as soon as they take this needle out of me? I don't know, man. I really cannot explain it, but that was weird to me. But like I said, I know he was having issues with him giving blood. I know he was having issues like, and I think this is what I think the start of it was. This is what I think the start of it was. When they put me in the chair and they were, you know, giving me the site, whatever they were giving me before they stuck me, telling the story right now, brother. So you kind of came towards the back end, but what's good, living legend? All is well. Love you, bro. Thank you for commenting. The first time I looked in his direction, one of the I don't know what they are, nurses or whatever, but one of the people that they were putting his business out there. And what I mean by that, like, one of them was like, God damn, every time he gets in the chair, dude always having issues giving blood. Like I remember I was like, damn, every time he comes in, we gotta give him a long needle. And I think that was the start of it. Like, that's like, when they were saying that, that's when I looked over there, but it wasn't like it was just like a blank, and that was it. But as soon as they took the needle out, that's when and it wasn't even often because he didn't put his hands on it. Like I said, how close we were, like that stress ball, how close we were, like he purposely missed. He wanted my attention, which he got, but it wasn't the reaction that I think that he was expecting. But to each his own, I was calm about it. And I think too, I had a good 120 pounds on that young, and I would have, but I mean, that's neither here nor there. I don't know, man, like, why is it that we gotta crash out, or we gotta, I don't know. But according to the nurses, after they escorted him out, he's not allowed in the vicinity, he's not allowed in that area. But now it's kind of like, well, you should stay strapped up and stay dangerous regardless of where you go. But now I'm kind of like, damn, I gotta be mindful of motherfuckers even when I'm in the damn plasma center. And that's crazy, like, and I really hate to play the black card. What kind of threw me off was one of me, you know. And I was like, niggas, oh my God. But I mean, I don't know what was on that youngin's heart. I don't. I think if I was a little bit smaller and meager and probably like, then I think he would have took that ball and threw it at me, not towards me, but at me. I think he would have. But again, if it was that deep, if he felt that badly about it, if he wanted to crash out like he say, he would have waited, because I know me. That's the type of sick shit I'm on. Like, if I'm going to wait for you. I'm going to like pray on you. That's me. But hey, teach his own. I talked about it. I got it out of my system. It's not gonna bother me. But I don't know, man. It got me thinking about. I'm not even thinking about that. I'm just thinking about people in general. Like, what is it about my demeanor, my presence, my aura, or whatever that just says? Him. He's the one. Target him. Like, what the fuck? Like, do I need to start mean mugging people? Do I need to start, like, not mean mugging, but like, do I need to be more violent? Like, why? Why try somebody calm? If anything, this is also something I was taught. You need to pay attention to the motherfucker that's calm, because 9 times out of 10, I don't know, man. I'm just, but I feel like that's something in my life that needs to stop and change. But I'm wondering, for me, this is me doing a self-assessment, and I've been feeling like this. It wasn't because of that altercation. It was just everything as a whole. But it kind of got me going, okay, you're tired of this, because this has been something I've been tired of with people in general. So if how you are isn't working, and maybe you do have to change, but I feel like the respect, the acknowledgement, and there's another word for it, I just can't think of it. The respect, the acknowledgement, and even, I say even peace. I don't think peace is the word, but like, do I have to be, because again, this was a random motherfucker, mind you, random youngin', but I deal with shit like that, a little bit less extreme, but I deal with shit like that with my counterparts, co-workers, friends, family. Like, do I have to start presenting myself like as a danger to you? You're not gonna fuck with you feel like it's dangerous to you. I know that for a fact. That's human nature. You know, I remember I was having a talk with one of my Joes. One of them told me, "You come off like a teddy bear." I was like, "So you think I'm soft?" But anyway, yeah, it was just, I don't know, man. I don't like that. And again, this was somebody random. That's not, at the age that I'm at, I don't want that for me. Nah. I don't mean you no harm. I don't bother nobody. I don't. Why bother me? But I mean, that whole altercation, it wasn't an altercation because nobody threw hands. That whole situation just really got me thinking. I'm going to reevaluate myself. Again, it's kind of like, how many times do you deal with the same shit? Different settings and surroundings, but the same shit over and over. Again, you get it from family, you get it from coworkers. Now, sometimes you might get it from strangers. And you wanna know something about me? Like, again, I'm only like this, and again, as a content creator, you only know what I show you, but I'm only like this when I'm live, making content, streaming. But like, when I'm by myself, bro, like, I'm quiet. I'm quiet. I'm not gonna say I'm reserved. Now, if I'm comfortable around you, you get this character. Because all this is that I'm showing you on this live or in my videos, it's all a character. This isn't even real. Like, when this camera goes off, like I said, I'm shy and all that other stuff, but fucking, I think that's I don't know. I'm gonna do some inner work on myself. ask me the right questions, but that's yeah, that's not that, but just in general, like the interactions within myself that I'm gonna have, and then moving forward, like I don't, and I have always been smart enough to be like, hey, don't ever put yourself in a position where you feel like, again, you would need pepper spray, you would need a pistol, like if you going, like again, y'all, I was at the fucking plasma center, but I don't know, like I've noticed that's a thing. Like my energy will either bring out the best in you, or my energy will make it. I don't know, man. As I talk about it, I don't even get mad. I get sad about it because it's kind of like that's what causes people to like shift and change. Like I had no malicious intent with you, like, and I'm not talking about the situation. I'm just talking about overall, like anything I've ever gone through in a negative way with people. Like this is something a mentor taught me when I was in the military. I had to learn the difference between malicious intent and just business. Sometimes we have bosses that have to make a business call for the better of the organization. And then sometimes you have bosses who do shit to people, whether it's physical, mental, and even spiritual, depending on what you believe in, but they do it because they take enjoyment out of it. And then I get it, some people do shit out of straight frustration, but it's just, I really want to know what makes people target. I know the answer. I know the answer. Yeah, I know the answer. But anyway, y'all, I hope you guys are still enjoying the content. Like I said, I have another boxer that I'm interviewing today, and I am very, very grateful for him. He's a first sergeant, so he's probably close to his retirement. So I already know what questions I'm gonna ask him. Y'all want to know something kind of crazy? I don't have a martial artist background at all, but yet I've interviewed at least 6 different martial artists. I grew up watching like, Jean-Claude Van Damme and freaking Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, Jet Li. What was it? Donnie Yen is starting to grow on me. Tony Jaa, Michael Jai White. But I don't know, I never pursued it. Obviously I didn't learn it as a kid growing up, but I never pursued it. But it's kind of like my channel like really does reflect my interests. My interests are weightlifting. My interests are martial arts. Interest is being a sneakerhead, but it's just like outside of weightlifting and sneakerhead, it's kind of like I don't let me tell you something. I learned the hard way that I'm not a fighter at all. I tried out for the All-American boxing team when what was it? Back when I was in the 82nd. Boy, I learned I don't got a glass jaw, but I also learned that I can't take a hit worth a damn. What is a glass jaw? No, let me stop. I had for those who don't, a glass jaw, your jawline, when somebody punches you, depending on how they punch you, can either break or dislocate real easily. So from my understanding, it's a boxer's term called, because people aren't really used to getting hit in the face. A lot of people can't throw a punch too, because one thing I learned when I was in the training is that depending on how you throw a punch, you can dislocate your wrists. Y'all forgive me for rambling. Like I said, I just wanted to make sure I talked about that and got that bad energy out my system. Because like I said, it's really making me reflect on myself. You feel me? Self-reflection. And again, I think, like I said, I'm not angry. If I'm sad, I'm just sad about everything overall. But it's just, I don't know, man. It's kind of like, and I probably never, no, not probably. I know I'm not going to see Good Buddy ever again. Like, ever, you know? So. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all for listening to me ramble. I got that bad energy out. Finna be home, gonna stream for about an hour, and then get ready for this interview. Y'all be good, y'all be blessed. As best you can for my audience, I'm gonna say this. Continue to be good. Continue to be, if it's in your nature to be gentle. Now don't be stupid or, you know, a victim. Definitely don't be that. If it's in your nature to be gentle, be gentle. Don't. And the reason why I want you to do it is because I have a hard time doing that myself. I hate the fact that I do have a gentle nature. Because out of everything I just said, it kind of made me realize that's why you're more easier to target. Don't be ashamed of your gentle nature. Don't be a victim. Don't be too ashamed of your gentle nature. Do that for me. Set the example for me. That way I know to continue to follow that. Again, don't be a victim. I'm not saying that. But if you're gentle, there's nothing wrong with being gentle. There's nothing wrong with you. That being said, I love you. You are loved. You inspire me. You motivate me. Keep going. Don't quit. And I will probably see y'all tomorrow. I have to do a word of the day for tonight. So hope y'all look forward to that. Peace.